We Circuit of the Americas in Texas, or Austin, Texas. So this is going to be very maximum downforce and very agile, nimble car and a lot more lower end power, a lot more grunt than those 3-litre. And as we said before, no one-shot qualifying, so we're going to go straight into basically a race with no feeling of the brakes, nothing, and it's going to be quite the sight. Hopefully everyone uses the formation lap to
Now this is going to be interesting.
As you can hear, the guy who's clearly not American over the PA system, so Codemaster's too lazy to get someone who sounds remotely American, dump some English bloke in. Another dog shit circuit designed by Helmut Tilke. Fucking loves to drop the same corners from multiple circuits into certain areas. Loves that long extended corner somewhere in the middle of the circuit. He loved it in Istanbul. Dropped it here. Has it in Malaysia. Pretty much every one of these circuits. And that's a good, interesting start to a warm-up lap. Galaz and Kuda deciding to, well, effectively go in cold. So that'll be good for them.
Oh my, you can
And
trying to test the car in the formation lap.
Yeah, and someone's around pretty quickly.
Iconic, are you a wingman?
Yeah, and the secret to these cars, specifically this Ferrari, is you really want to carry the speed into the corner and really hang on to it, in all honesty, and use the throttle to get the car turned around, as James Cruz is having a bit of trouble there. Yeah, so you really want to use the throttle to get the car turned in, stick the nose in, dab of brake to pivot the nose, sorry, and then dab the throttle to get it out. And a lot of counter steering. See who's got the confidence to do that. Definitely a wheel user's car, for sure. Not going to be the friendly to the pad folk. And this warm-up lap's been more eventful than the whole Spanish Grand Prix. So we'll stay on Galaz, nothing interesting to see otherwise, but we'll go check some comments. See what happened. Of course, I can't see the old comments from the last stream because it was a live stream. So fantastic features from YouTube again. Absolutely useless. I'll check the stream up now, see if there's anything there. Yeah, banana cake pies, myth as always. Racer, yeah, 76 Ferrari, 312. Yeah, probably going to be about a 2-minute lap, maybe a minute 50. So a good, a good 20-minute race, 30-minute race. And that's if there's no safety cars. So, my money on this race is, well,
I
honestly,
feel like it's a wild card.
it could be anyone. You know what? I'm going to go with BK or Curving Texas. And 3 lights this time and we're away, so not even getting 4 this time. Everyone gets a pretty good start. In fact, Pole got a horrible start. Cooter's now buried down in 6th and 7th. And we've actually had a pretty clean first corner. There's a bit of bumping going on, but everyone's really hanging on quite well. Oh, this is not going to end well. There we go. There's someone around. And there's a few going around. In fact, it's turned.
What a view I had of all the cars just losing the back end, making slight contact.
Yeah, everyone trying to be a hero into turn 3. I would say Sandervot, but Sandervot's not here. And as you pass OP Magic can have a look around the... Oh, gee, he doesn't even know where he's having a look. There's so much going on right now. It's unbelievable. We get some sort of normalised calm going on, but at the front we've got 3 wide. Got James Cruz, Servanite, Garlaz all having a look for P1. Oh, and Garlaz might have a look at both. He doesn't. But James Cruz has a very good look, and I think he's actually taken the lead. No, Server has got it back. James Cruz falls to 3rd. Harass the fastest middle sector in 4th. Banana having a look. Oh, we got 3 up into 1, and it's not worked. And James Cruz has got away with it, but Harass hasn't. And Harass will now be down in 8th. And there's 4 wide back here. We got Curving. Someone's off in the grass. OP Magic, Wingman, and Bixie all fighting over a spot. Wingman and Lunacy, I think, is the one who was off on the grass. Cuda 2 is nowhere near the circuit. And Aaron's had a moment. He's down in 15th. So Pad King himself living up to my evaluation of not a pad paradise. And dancing around the pit lane, and he's not going to box. So who's pit? Everyone else is pit. Cuda, BK, Lunacy, and Harass box.
Oh, iconic.
And OP Magic, and we got a spinner. We do. We have Alcatraz and Iconic, and they're way off the circuit. Not sure how they've ended up over there. Now we've got someone else around. It's James Cruz up in front, and he's going to flick spin in the most horrific spot, and he's avoided everyone. And Alcatraz on board here. He's going to have a look down OP. OP's having a horrible time. He's got no traction, and Iconic's around again. So everyone's struggling with the no traction, and Aaron's gone straight into the back of Iconic. And doesn't really matter in this car because it's got such a high wing. You almost don't even hit the wing off. And Aaron takes a nice big dive off the circuit, and he's not got it stopped. So I'll get up the pits. Oh, we've got someone's out. In fact, Iconic's completely out down the main straight, or the back straight. That's a full safety car, so we're going to reset it now. I don't know how Iconic's dropped it there by himself. It's quite impressive. Yeah, I'd love to find out how he's managed that, but safety car should spice this up. And Cooter's going to get a drive through for speeding on a pit lane. Speeding under the safety car, sorry, and Iconic with the classic rage quit there in both races. GG, no re. And BK will... I mean, he's probably the biggest winner here. He's already boxed. He's 33 seconds behind the lead. And he probably won't beat anyone out. In fact, I think Server actually is going to, easily hold the lead. But it will gain him some spots. And OP Magic has made a mistake into pit entry. I think he's locked it up. And Aaron doing the cheeky, he's going to go around him, and he does successfully.
Yeah, how's the view up there in the comms box about everyone trying to get the grips of the car? Because down here the view was actually quite incredible of everyone just trying to catch the car and so forth.
Yeah, everyone's just over driving the
Yeah.
car. The whole way you drive these cars from this period is you don't scrub the speed off the same way. It's all about carrying the speed in and just maintaining it. It's really not. It's not fast, slow in, fast out. It's a completely different way to drive a car, and you've really got to be throwing the thing around. As everyone's getting 3 seconds under safety car, and there's another one. So everyone doing a fantastic job of staying between the white lines.
At least in these classic cars, we might be able to catch up to the safety car, because in last night's F2 race in the rain in Mexico, the F2 cars couldn't catch up to the safety car.
Well, I was about to say the opposite. I don't actually think and in fact, I don't think if it was a bit further back, I don't think you guys would have caught him, but it seems like you're going to get there in the end.
I'd like to see how these guys go on a restart with these cars, especially down here on the ground. It's going to be super interesting.
I expect people such as OP Magic, Harass, and Curving to start picking the cars up the fastest. I would say Aaron, but it's just not. This is just a pad's nightmare, so it's the only reason he's been excluded from this list. As I get an alert from PayPal in Facebook. Never vibe that.
It's never a good feeling, that.
I just don't understand why that's their new method of notifying you that you've just paid for something. Like, that's just a strange decision. Got a lot of expensive messages today from PC Building, and then I get one of $9 for Discord server boosts. Incredible.
Providing to the cause. Who do you think at the front of the grid is going to maintain their pace? Like from the front three, do you think those guys are going to stay there?
I mean, you're all dog shit in this car. I'll be honest with you. Like, you all suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're all trying to drive it like a modern car, and safety car's going to come in. In fact, honestly, I think Servanite might be the most equipped, because he's the only person I've been watching really giving it a go out of the corners and into the corners that matter. And yeah, I don't know what OP's doing. This is kind of interesting. So he's going off. I assume he's going to get a penalty.
Disqualified.
He hasn't got anything yet, so that's somewhat worrying. I can't imagine he's going to get away with this. And it actually looks like he has. So, Power Play of the Year goes to OP Magic. That's a W and a half. And, well, as you can see, OP Magic leads by 2.7 seconds. I don't think that's going to fly very long, but Servanite will effectively lead this Grand Prix from Banana, and Banana's actually going to get a much better drive out of here, and no one's confident on the throttle here. Everyone's driving like little girls. Not that there's anything wrong with driving like little girls. And Garlaz gets a 3-second time penalty, understeering it like a pig. don't think any of these drivers played with the ballast, did not send it to the rear, so the car is an understeering pig. And as you can see ahead, Carlos cuts another corner. A bit further back, James Cruz corking the bottle. And back at the front, OP Magic not really pulling away, even though he's somewhat cheated the system. And Server actually is slowly pulling him in. But it's a nice little battle pack here. We got 4th, 5th, 6th. We got a lot of cars towing each other here. And Kuda's retired out of turn 8 or 9, that is. But we'll stick with 6th, 7th, and 5th. Everyone's swapping side by side. And we've got Alcatraz probably about to get passed by Garlows if he gets the car planted, but he doesn't get it planted.
Oh, there's dirty air.
Yep, and that is the effect. Oh, got someone around, OP Magic, so that's not worked out very well for him. In fact, interesting karma. Oh, and he's made contact with Aaron. No, it's not Aaron, it's James Cruz. And OP Magic is reversing James Cruz around, so not too sure what's going on under the OP Magic helmet today, but yeah, a little bit much as Wingman retires, so I think he's dropped it on the main straight. He's in the wall on the outside quite a fair way down, so someone's probably binned him. Virtual safety car will bring us all close together again, because someone will inevitably follow the Delta to a T while everyone else does the abusive glitch of it, as someone just has done exactly that and backed everyone up, and that's BK backing Garlaz, Harass, Deputy Dog and Aaron up. And I think we're going to go on board here with Aaron, because I think Aaron's about to make a few moves. And of course, as I say that, he gets a horrible exit and gets absolutely no traction and drive. But Harass is getting good drive. But he's not dragging on Garlaz, and he brakes very early. Very, very cautious. But he's going to get the swap. No, he's not. But Alcatraz goes pretty wide, and I think BK is going to, looks like he behaved himself. But how passive will he be as laps go on? And Alcatraz is struggling with
It's
oversteer.
quite hard through there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The car pushing. You need to lift off a bit more and use the nose of the car as opposed to pushing the car out. And fastest third sector was actually curving Texas in third. So Banana and Servanite have actually skipped away a little bit here, and I don't think those two would have thought they'd find themselves at the front of the grid tonight. And curving, he's been a weird place all night. He's not really quick, but he's been third all night. It's really strange. And he's got really no man's land. 2 seconds to the guys in front and 2 seconds to the people behind. And we've got another yellow, and it's BK. He's actually out in the wall. Very impressed how he's ended up that far out in the old cars, and he's retired, so he's given up. He's had enough. And Aaron stopped again, I think, for a wing or something of a like. OP has stopped for the third time. So, very quick drivers normally, OP Magic and Aaron, and they're having a torrid race down in 10th and 12th. So it is calmed down a fair bit. Really yellow in sector 1. I think that's OP Magic, and it is. So he's in real struggle street right now. And Server goes fastest of all, and he's actually pulling away from Banana. And Curving's actually found some pace. He's catching Banana, and BK leaves, and Harass sets the fastest lap of the race. Curving gets 3 seconds. And a bit further back, Garlaz and Deputy Dilldog actually showing pretty well tonight. Looks the business, and as I say that, I give him the curse, and he drops a wheel out. Garlaz will now drop out off, and Lunacy and him will make contact, but they keep it on the black stuff. And they've actually done very well there. And Curving having a look all over Banana. So Banana's now the one holding everyone up. And we might go on board here with Curving. Dive into the slipstream. Banana moves back a second time. And he's kind of moving a third time. And I think Curving's going to show his displeasure and run him right off the circuit, which he does. But he's got it done. And Harass has got Alcatraz, but they're still squabbling over it. Harass fastest in the second sector, so Harass is by far the fastest person on the circuit with some consistency. And further back, nothing else really going on. OP Magic spinning, doing donuts. And Sermonite looking cool and calm, and he's actually set the fastest lap, so Server's got this in the bag. It's his to lose now. But never count off other drivers as Harass again goes fastest, so...
Yeah, he's got some incredible front speed there.
Yeah. He, you go on board with it and you can just see the difference. He really throws the car in, and he's letting the car do the work. He's using the understeer to his advantage. You see, he just lets the car flow through and just catching Banana through here, and he'll just flow it through again, and he'll just get all over the gearbox. Now he's got a lift. And he's taking much better lines than Banana. Banana getting a bit exposed by easy mode here. As Deputy Dilldog gets 3 seconds, and I think Harass will get this done pretty comfortably, and Banana will probably have to yield that one. And we've got a spinner, and it's OP Magic again, having a fantastic Grand Prix in 11th. Absolutely stellar drive. Has not dropped a tyre, not put a foot wrong. Ferrari will be very proud of that performance. As Garlaz takes Lunacy. No, Lunacy actually gets back around the outside, and they're going to squeeze each other, and they've actually left each other some room, and they're driving quite well. Banana gets 3 seconds for cutting a corner ahead. And Garlaz and Lunacy battling like a battle for first. And the understeer is pretty horrendous through there.
Oh, Banana!
Oh, and Lunacy's retired. He's put it in the wall, and we've got a few things going on here. We've got Banana and Alcatraz. Deputy Dilldog avoiding the contact. And, yeah, Lunacy's lost it somewhere in... Well, was the first person to lose it in a different sector. Or section of that sector. So, it's all gone on here. Not too sure what happened between you and Banana. But,
yeah, Banana just had some oversteer, and he tried to catch the car, but obviously doing so put the car sideways. The car is quite big, so it blocked half of the track.
Yeah,
and just had nowhere to go, being so close to him.
And
so...
OP Magic's retired, and I think he's taken someone with him. I think he's taken James Cruz with him. So that's no good. It's a little bit unnecessary, if I do say so myself. And would you look at this? Aaron is last. When have you ever seen Aaron last in a race, 54 seconds behind the lead, without really having an incident or anything noteworthy? Just struggling, not looking like a Masters driver, not even looking like a Bottas. I think a Bottas might be too much of a compliment at the moment.
Yeah, at least Bottas does pretty well.
And Wingman retires. I think he leaves the session. Yeah, and I know Aaron will take that to heart because that's how he is, but he knows we're joking. I'm sure he'll set the fastest lap if he wants to. And we've got Deputy Dilldog and yourself fighting. Very interesting approach there to that pass with a little bump. So Garlas is off by himself in front of you two. And Dilldog does not look good through this part of the lap. It looks like he's struggling. In fact, he's struggling horribly. A little wave to say, hi, I'm here.
Yeah, he's just got incredible straight line speed. Yeah, my wing damage is quite difficult through here. Just trying to hold the car, just bring the car home, bring home some good points.
Yep, for Ferrari.
Forza.
Yep. As Mr. Ferrari is here this weekend, seeing as it's actually I don't think he was alive in 1976 anymore. Could be wrong, unfortunately. F in the chat for Enzo Ferrari. As you're probably going to get a good run here. In fact, you wouldn't send it around the outside, gets him down the inside actually instead. And runs him right out of the road. Pretty much a textbook overtake. And it's really that simple. I think Banana's made another mistake now. He's a few tens. He's about 10 seconds behind you guys. In fact, 20 seconds behind you guys.
Oh, turning through here is so difficult with the wing damage.
Back up to second. Actually, Dill's got you again, hasn't he? But back up to second. And Curving and Harass really starting to sort of gap from each other. So we've really got a bit of a dead race up the front. Servers looked all conquering in the Ferrari. And no one has been close. So I think we might just stay with you two. And you're going to get him on the traction quite easily. Now the question is, are you going to hang it around the outside? And the answer is no.
The wing damage is so limiting. It's limiting the types of moves I can continue. I might as well stay behind him and try and get him on the back straight. But Garlas is making a lot of mistakes in front of us. He's really dropped back to us. He's really unstable.
Yeah, he's in struggle street. He's been in struggle street all race. I don't know how he's up in fourth.
I think he just drives to survive at the moment for him. Knowing that there's only 8 drivers left.
And Dill actually gets a pretty decent move done, but can't complete it. And Garlas is definitely the cork in the bottle now. Holds the narrow line, but he might get done with an up and under. Doesn't get the traction though, so he will live to fight another day. And server and curving specifically just really pulling away from everyone now. And 4 seconds behind the lead. So he's having a war of a night. It's been all about this man though. And as I say that, of course, gets 3 seconds. So that could bring curving, and I'll check the pens. Don't think he's going to have... He's got 1. He's got 2. What about curving? He's got 1. And Harassment has nothing. So Harass, as of right now, is going to win this race in 3rd if he gets no penalties. So for server, it's push. It's a big time to push, and you've got to go now. And if you harass, well, you've probably got to push as well. Make sure you stay in that gap. And if you're down in 4th, 5th and 6th, I think it would be time to push. And we've got a yellow in Sector 1. I'm not too sure what that's for. Looks like it's Aaron dropping it. Looks like his talent is not serving him well tonight. And back up to 4th and 5th. Alchaz makes a move. Gets it a little bit wrong. Galaz with the switchback. And Galaz will probably shut him out here. And doesn't. And left the door too open. And that'll give Alcatraz another sniff back up the inside, but Galaz now wants to hang around the outside, and that's just not going to work here. But what will work is Alcatraz leaving the door open the exact same way. And that is... Yeah, that is not how you take that, but we'll start the final wrap. And the server is actually crumbling here quite a bit. He's actually lost time to curving and harass. And there's some loser off at turn 3 doing donuts. I don't know, I think he thinks he's Zach or something and can like do donuts and be a hero, but you know, it is what it is. But the epic battle for 4th, 5th and 6th is raging on. Till Dog wants to hang around the outside of Galaz, and he's going to get the inside for the next corner. Galaz tries to take a pretty wide line. Deputy gets slapped with a pretty harsh 3-second penalty. Meanwhile, Alcatraz, with very little semblance of pace, is going to probably hang on to 4th while these two squabble. But back up the front, server has effectively pissed away a win with 2 penalties. It was so commanding, it was almost too easy. Curving is going to be very close. In fact, he's going to jump him as well. And Harass at this rate is going to win. So we're going to get a complete flip. We're going to get Harass P1, Curving P2, and Server Knight P3. So Server's going to be pretty disappointed in himself. He should have won. He's not going to win. And there you go. Right on cue. But back down further, we've got 3 coming in through here. There's going to be an accident for sure. They've actually kept it all pretty clean. And Debbie Dilldog's going to have to try and hang it around the outside. And he's going to get much better traction than Galaz. And Galaz is out of fuel.
Galaz out of fuel, wow.
F in the chat for Galaz. He would have had 5 seconds unserved penalties anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference to his race. And Simp Cake Pie puts it in the wall and finishes 6th somehow. I'm not too sure how he's managed that actually.
He somehow got the car across the line.
And Aaron
try to do the same. Once again, trying to copy another legend of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Try.
Banana Cake Pie's name. Oh no, it's 6th place.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 finishes.
Yeah, so this is what we've established, that without practice, you all actually suck. Yeah, that was pretty chaotic, but there was some battling, which is what we wanted after last week's snooze fest in Mexico. And not even sure what flags are up there behind. I couldn't see. I don't even think there was one Australian flag down. I think it was all very...
New Zealand, Australia, and I believe servers is a...
I can't even tell because my monitor's very far away from me at the moment, but I can see about purple and white. I'm not too sure. There you go. And we've got... I don't even know why your flag's that. That's just stupid.
Red team.
Yeah, fair enough.
All intents and purposes. Yep.
Yeah. And we've got some Aussies down the grid. You know who everyone is. Don't think I need to even read out the DNFs. They were pretty extensive.
But Kirby in Texas was only 7/10 away from the win. Lost them that.
So I might wrap it up there. That has been possibly the worst stream I've ever been a part of. Bit of action, but a bit of a dead race in the end, unfortunately. Bit of a nothingness fight for the lead. Yep. And while we do that, I might jump into BK's party and have them on the stream. How are we, ladies and gentlemen? That was an interesting, yeah, it's an interesting display of driving by everyone. Thoughts on the format and yeah, look, you're all really struggled with that car. Fair. Yeah, I love that. I love that car because you just throw it in and it just gives everything back to you. But to be fair to you, Banana, Pad is not that. That's not a car for Pad at all. Yeah, as you could see, Aaron struggled. Aaron, you there, mate? Yeah. So what's it like to lose to non-masters drivers by over 50 seconds? Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. We don't have time for your response tonight, Aaron, so thanks for that. But that'll be all from us. Uh, yeah. So thank you guys for joining. I think I might do this next week as well because it's good fun. Yeah. 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 We'll be in touch sometime. Yeah. I'll get my people to talk to your people.